Hey guys, it's Robert Wallace with Jagger C. Today I'm on claim number 0812476448. It's currently 61 degrees. It's December 19th, 2025. So we have about 14 wind damage shingles that are approved on this roof. And as you can see, we got one that has crease mark there and here. So we have our wind damage shingle outlined. What I'm going to be doing for y'all today is I'm going to set this camera up right here on the repair, and I'm going to make a repair on this shingle right here. So in order to replace a wind damage shingle, we have to take the nails out of the nail strip, of course, and then we'll have to take them out above this nail strip because it catches the top of this shingle. So on an architectural roof, you'll have to use a flat bar. On a 3-tab roof, you can use a roofing snake, but on architectural, you can't because it won't get to the nails on architectural. So you have to use a flat bar. So this one, it's already broke loose for the most part from the wind. We'll go ahead and break it the rest of the way. So there's our wind damage shingle. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 shingles that'll have to be broke loose in order to get to these nails that are in the nail strip. So we'll go ahead and start with this one first. And when you're using this, this flat bar to break this shingle loose, you just want to use a side-to-side motion. You don't want to be too rough. You don't want to jam it through the shingle, but you just want to hit that strip so it'll break loose. So we got that one broke loose. We got this one right here. Like I said, just a side-to-side motion. All right, we got that one broke loose. All right, so now there'll be these two up here because the shingle meets right here. So you got one this way and one this way. Go ahead and like I said, slide to side. You don't want to lift it up too much. Just trying to get that nail strip broke loose. And you seen there was no damage prior to. I'll show y'all again. Okay, got that. So just to get you another close-up view, you can see this is our shingle in question that's outlined, and you see the shingles above it right now. They're in good shape. So the shingles are broke loose. They're still in good shape as of right now. I'm gonna set this back down here for you. All right. So the next step for this, we need to find out where our nails are at, because we're gonna have to remove the nails to get this shingle out. So let's lift this. Okay, we got one right there, one right here, got one right there. That's all I got. We got one right there. All right. Now up top, the shingles are pretty stiff. We got one here, one here. You don't want to lift. You got 45 degrees to be able to lift these shingles up, because I got to be able to lift them up in order to nail and take out. All right, so there's 5 up top. Looks like 4 down here on the bottom, which we won't have to take these out. Just so not far. These ain't gonna count because that went past the shingle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 7 nails in order for this shingle to slide out. These went past it, so we won't have to take them out, but they are on that top shingle. All right, so how we're gonna do this, just to do a gentle, smooth motion. You send this up under here, and you get to the nail, just to have a smooth motion. Boom, there's one. This is the best way I can do it, is to get under the nail, do a gentle push up, comes right out. Here we go. Once again, same thing to the nail. Go. And that one comes out right there. There we go. All right. So we got all the nails out of the nail strip. You see that shingle still won't come out. That's because these nails up top are catching it. That's why you have to break loose the other nails. So same process, gentle as possible. Get to the nail, be as gentle as you possibly can, and push up, and that nail comes right on out. We've got one right here, so get to the nail. Same ordeal. Boom. So that's 6. And this, if I've seen all the nails correctly and didn't miss any, this should be our last one. All right. So there we go. There's the last one coming out. That was the easy part. Should slide right on out. Unless we've missed one. Looks like we have missed one somewhere. So, and I see it. It's right here. So there's another one up here on this. We'll mark it right there in the second layer. Smooth motion. There we go. All right, so it was 8. There we go. Now she slides right on out. And you see there's debris build up. Looks like it's a little wet. You see, of course, our creasing in the tab on our damaged shingle. All the nails, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the nail strip, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 catching the top. So whoever installed this, looks like a pretty good install. A lot of granule loss. And I want to point something out right here on the back of this shingle that we have. So more than likely, which we'll see if I can get in closer, on this tar strip where it seals down, you see that the other shingle is from right here. You get a close-up look. That's what you would call matte transfer. That's the other shingle is stuck to the bottom of this one, matte transfer. So it's going to be hard to get this to seal down. All right, now just barely moving these already. You can already start to see some creasing happening on the shingle right there. We haven't even lifted this up yet. Looks like a little bit right there too. Yeah, and we haven't even lifted this shingle up. Looks like a little starting right there. You can see that crease mark beginning to happen. Definitely some wear and tear, and definitely an older roof. The garage portion is 6 years old, but the main house structure is definitely a little older. Now, the garage does appear to be about 6 years. This one may be a little older. So we got a shingle brand, same color, same shingle, just new. So take this shingle, punch it up in there. She'll slide right on in. There we go. So we got this shingle in. Now for the hard part. We got the shingles out. We haven't lifted them up. Now you have 45 degrees to be able to lift these shingles in order to put the nail back in. You don't want to go in the same nail hole because it won't seal up properly. So we'll start down here. First one. We'll get this in the nail hole. All right. So as of right now, I got this lifted up to about 20 degrees. Boom. There's one. You got 45. This is nowhere near a 45. You can already start to see the crease marks coming in on this. Let's get you a little closer view. Creasing's happening right there on that. You got the shade, but you can see right there, that's a straight crease. And we barely lifted that shingle up. Same thing right there. So, and I'll continue to show you as we do this repair. Let me back you up just a little bit. There you go. All right, so our next nail's right here. Once again, you want to keep these shingles below 45. Already, you can start to see delamination on this tab right here, and that's just barely lifting it up. You gotta have enough room to lift these up to get these nails in. I'm gonna keep them as low as possible, but you do got 45 degrees. And that is nowhere close to a 45 degree angle. So a 90 would be straight up and down. Half would be somewhere up here, about right there. So I'm definitely below what you would call 45 degrees. Now, what I want to point out, what we have is some delamination. If you can see where that tab's lifting up right there at the top and separating from the shingle, that would be delamination. So far, we got, and also, I can feel this. See if I can get you a view of some, what we call mat transfer. If you look right there on the bottom, them granules stuck right here by my finger, right there and right there. We have some mat transfer. So that's on the bottom of the shingle. That means with the mat transfer, the shingle is not gonna seal down properly. All right, so 2 more nails in this nail strip. Once again, let's keep it at a 45 best we can, which that's about 30 right there. There we go. All right, once again, about 30 right there. You can see delamination right there, delamination right there as well. All right, slide on down, keep this shingle low. Once again, we're nowhere close to a 45 degree angle, guys. Nowhere close to a 45 degree angle. Once again, if you can look down that shingle, I'm gonna get you a close view. You got delamination right there on that tab. You also starting to see some crease marks. You got creasing right there. You can see that, follow my finger. I don't know if the shade's in there, but you can see that crease mark plain as day. And it's creasing right there also, right there as well. So, and that's just barely lifting this up, you guys. There's nowhere near 45. So we've already got 2 damaged shingles replacing this one.